This is hands down the most requested series idea that I've ever had on my channel. Since I started to blow up more with the old school videos that I've been making, everyone wants me to do some sort of throwback Iron Man series. 2005 personally is my favorite year, so it's the year that I decided to go with. There's going to be a lot of rules because at the end of the day, it is a 2018 game and we're going to play as if we were in 2005. Now, it's very possible. If it wasn't possible, I wouldn't even be doing this, but there's going to be a lot of rules and there's going to be kind of some finessing that we're going to have to do to make this work. Now, some of the simple rules: all content after December 31st, 2005 is blocked off. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? Same thing with the items. Any item after December 31st is also off limits. Now, there's two main things that come to mind that are going to be kind of weird when we start to progress in the series. One is clue scrolls. Clue scrolls, of course, came out in 2004, so I'm able to do them. But the problem is that they were revamped. And I could have either said, okay, well, since it's not 2005, I can just not do them whatsoever, and then I'll never really be able to get some of the best gear in the game, like Ranger boots. Ranger boots are the best range boots. Robin Hood hat is the best hat. Those would be off limits. It'd be really hard to get some items. The way I'm going to be doing this is that if the clue scroll is in a 2005 location, and if I need items that are in 2005, I can do the clue scroll. If it's anywhere else, or if I need items that were released much later on, then I'm going to have to drop it and I'm going to have to take my losses. It's just part of the series. It's going to suck, but hey, it's going to add some interesting aspects to the series, in my opinion. Secondly is the monsters. Now, there were many monsters in 05 that have different drop tables now. Two, for example, that I can think of off the top of my head are Dust Devils and Gargoyles. They're both Slayer monsters, and they both had their drop tables updated. Even though they didn't specifically drop those items in 2005, as long as it's the item from 2005, I'm going to allow myself to pick it up. Let's keep it really simple, guys. All of these rules are going to be subject to change just because I might be playing the game and I might find out that another way is better, or maybe I missed something completely that I didn't factor in at these rules. But if I change anything, I'll definitely let you guys know in the video. I'm not just going to change it. I'm not going to keep you guys in the dark. And I'm going to be reading all your comments, so if I mess up in any way, or if I do something really stupid, let me know. I can't backtrack, but I can definitely fix going forward. So let's have fun with this series, and let's begin episode 1. Let's do it. I'm so excited. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, we are not doing a normal Iron Man. We are going hardcore Iron Man. Now, I've never played a hardcore. I'm totally going to die, and even if I do, I don't really care. I'm going to keep going. Oh crap, you guys can't look at this. And we want to make it to where we can never change it because you know what? I'm never going to change it. The thing is, I know Mudkip is watching this right now and he's like, oh yeah, hardcore Iron Man, by the way. All right, guys, the journey is now about to begin. The moment we go to the mainland, it is it. My first hardcore, my first throwback account. Prepare yourself. Honestly, I'm going to have to. Lost in 2005. Everyone around me right now might be in 2018, but all I see is 2005. Now, we have a lot of stuff that we have to change real quick. So let's go to our options. We can't use data orbs. Even when we look at our skills, you see how with this XP remaining, we need to take that off because that did not exist. This did not exist. This did not exist. Just turn everything off. We want that really naked look. I'm even going to turn off every single thing I have in RuneLite, all the plugins and everything. I know you can see accurate right there in the bottom right. Don't worry. Everything is going to be off. There's going to be nothing that could help me that I wouldn't have been able to use in 2005. And as I'm saying this, I'm actually pretty nervous because it's so crazy how much we actually rely on the data orbs for HP and prayer, and I'm a hardcore. I can't die, but I'm gonna die. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna die. So before I actually got off Tutorial Island, I got 3s and all the stats that I possibly could. I tried to get them in my combat stats, but it actually wouldn't let me, probably because of the influx of players killing all the rats, and they probably set a restriction on killing 1, and then you had to move on. But I did everything I possibly can, so we're already at a 44 total level. And yeah, this is, whoa, my total XP is the exact same as max stats in RuneScape. I looked at it and I was like 2277, I'm max already, series over, look at that. So while we're in Lumbridge, we're gonna get some basic stats. I mean, we already have 3s, but I want to get a little head start on some of my skills before I leave the Lumbridge area. I was actually gonna go bank everything in Lumbridge Castle, but I remembered you can't in 2005. There's a knife spawn back here, and I've always wondered why somebody would walk back here and drop a knife. I mean, I know no one would ever really do that, but I'm just trying to think of Jagix's mindset. Like, yeah, okay, we're gonna put a knife spawn in Lumbridge, but we're gonna make all the noobs walk around the entire castle to get. We now have 5 fletching, and this is good because we can now start making short bows, which means we could sell it to the general store and hopefully get some coins for it. 200 coins is a steel axe, and that's gonna be the first upgrade that we're gonna make. 58. Okay, we could sell that, and 62. All right, that's gonna take a while. Really weird when you think about it how disproportionate the levels are. So I can already cut oaks. I can do that at 15, and I'm 16. 6 fletching, but I can only fletch. Where's bows? I can only fletch oak short bows at 20. That means I have to suffer through this long, painful process of chopping down normal trees until 20 fletching. And even then, I need to chop down normal trees to get 15 fire making for oaks. First 200 GP on the account, and we're getting a steel axe. Finally, I swear this seemed like it took 45 minutes to get 10 fletching, but now we can make longbows, and this has to give more XP, because the shafts and short bows gives the same XP. Okay, and longbows gives 10, which is literally double what I was getting before, so it actually still seems like a far way away. I think I need like 4,500 XP or something like that to get to 20. So, yikes. Oh, yes. As an Iron Man, I know you have to do all the random events because you can get those juicy loots. And it seems like I literally did not just get a juicy loot. Damn it. I jinxed myself. I was getting real sick of having runes in my inventory, and I was too lazy to run to Draenor. So I was like, you know what? Let's just use the runes we have real quick. Maybe get a magic level or two. And just clear up some spots. It turns out I went to the bank anyway. I realized that this is really stupid, that I'm not, having a full inventory while doing this. And one thing I do want to mention is that while I'm banking, and everything I do while banking, I can only use the first tab. I can't create any more tabs. Everything has to be organized in one gigantic tab. And it was even like that in Old School RuneScape when it was first released. So we're going really back to the roots here, guys. Draenor is actually a really dangerous place. You have the dark wizards over there by the willow trees. And you have these jail guards over here for the Prince Ali rescue quest. And I don't really know why I'm here. I feel like I'm living on the edge right now, almost. I feel kind of like a badass. Well, as badass as a level 3 can get, that is. Imagine a world getting 30 wood cutting normal logs. And we can now cut willow trees. Look at that. Awesome. Just enough logs for 20. We can now craft oak short bows. And we have 20 and 30. All right, some nice solid levels there to start us off. Still only steel axe. I looked at the monsters that drop a mithril axe, and I could definitely not do that right now. Let's just say that. But we're actually going to get some fire making levels now as well. I know I'll need at least 50 for desert treasure, so I figured I'd get a nice head start on it now. So more I do now, less I do later. So it took me literally 3 hours to get 20 fletching and 2 inventories in on fire making, and I go from 3 to 14 fire making. So I need 1 more level in fire making, and then I hope to never cut a normal tree again in my life. There it is, 15. You can now burn oak logs. Finally, I can sit back, click 1 tree, and get a whole bunch of logs and not have to click 1 log per tree. It is an amazing life right now. I'm really enjoying myself. 25 fletching. We're gonna get 30. We can now make oak longbow, so 25 to 30 should definitely be a lot faster. These only give like 16.5 experience. Oak longbows give 25, a huge increase. All right, it looks like I need 1 more log to fletch to get our 30, and it'll be 30, 40, 30. I did get 30 fire making in the process as well. I feel like I'm nice and rounded. So this should be it. 30 fletching. We can now make steel arrows. We're in Remington right now in the general store, and we're hopping, and we're selling about 20 in each world, 20 of each fletched material. So we could try to maximize the amount of cash we get from doing this. And I think we're getting around 600 GP per world. And we're going to get quite a bit. And this is going to be really good for our fishing supplies. Yes, we managed to break the 10K mark. First 10K on the account. Heck yes. This is something that I'm just kind of realizing now as I'm going along. When I buy things from shops, I'm not going to be able to buy from packs. Packs were definitely not around in 2005. So I'm going to have to stick to the shop. And I don't even know if the buy 50 option was there, but just to make my life easier, I'm going to do it. But I'm only going to be using the normal stock. I see you, Dark Wizard. Don't think I don't see you, man. Yep, looks like he sees me too. Oh, and by the way, I totally really messed up with buying the feathers. I didn't know the price was going to increase that much. And I was buying feathers for like 12 GP each, and I just drained my whole 10K cash stack. I'm literally a potato. But hey, Everyone was that stupid back in '05, so I'm going to allow myself to make these dumb mistakes. Turns out I bought just enough. We have 20 fishing. We can now do trout. We're going to go right to fly fishing because we have like 991 feathers, I believe. And that'll get us right past salmon. I hope to get to maybe level 40-ish. We're just finishing up the last fish that we cooked from getting 20 fishing, and it turns out we have a higher cooking level with 20 fishing and 21 cooking. And this black axe on the ground right now is really bothering me because I only have steel. But look at our fish situation. We finally have a little bit of food, but we can now get out our feathers and our fly fishing rod and start doing some trout, go to salmon, and hopefully get 40 with 991 feathers. But I feel like this is a really good stopping point for episode 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go do some fly fishing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take it easy.